Hi everyone, Bandanner here. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to WARNO League Season 0.5 from SDL. Today we are in Division 3 for the quarterfinals with Propaganda and PrincessEvelyn. Obviously this is a best of 3, so we'll at least have a couple of games back to back. Propaganda over on the right in blue playing as the 2nd Infantry, and over on the left in red we have PrincessEvelyn playing as the 7th Panzer Division. Let's have a quick look at what they both have down. SAS here pushing up to Alpha, going into the same building, 2 squads of, and 2 squads of SAS going to the same building in this side of Alpha as well. Only 4 squads down, not all 6. Air Mobile Scouts heading up to the center as well there, going into that building. Then we have a Jaeger Alf Clara heading into these buildings here. Javelin LML heading up to the buildings at the front of Charlie. Milan 2 heading up defensively to Charlie's Forest. In the middle we've got some Milan 2s and a Challenger Mark II Command. I think the Milan 2s are heading over there by the positioning, and the Challenger coming over this side. And then over here at the far side of the map we have some Foxes pushing up to here. Not very offensive. Usually you see them just charge straight up the back. So a little bit more standoffish from Propaganda here. Over at this side, we have Clara heading into the forest there. We have an MI2 just heading into the center. And we have a BRM-1 recon vehicle going up to the top of Alpha. At the bottom of the map, we have some Pioneer Flams and some Mott Schutzen heading up here, looking just defensive. Not many units there to be aggressive with. Got some Pioneer Flams at the top of the map going up to the top of Alpha, just into the back trees here. Not all the way up to the front that we would usually see. Probably sensible because they'd end up going to the Foxes otherwise. Here we have some Mott Schutzen in a BTR and 2 T-55s. One of them is a flame tank heading up to the top of Alpha. And then in the center here we have 120mm mortar, an Igler, a Mott Schutzen in a BTR, Mott Schutzen in a BMP-1P, and a BTR-60 command. The BTR-60 command going to Delta, then across to Echo, and then back into Alpha. So looks like PrincessEvelyn will cap 3 points at the start, but it looks like the Challenger Mark II command will only grab Bravo and Alpha for Propaganda, so you will need another command. Let's get this show on the road. In terms of early game fighting here, neither player has any attack choppers. We do have the MI2 there coming in, but it's not an attack chopper. Potential for the SAS just to annihilate that very quickly, but I'm not expecting anything fancy. I see a couple of jets coming in on the minimap there. 2 MiG-21 anti-air choppers coming in for PrincessEvelyn. Unusual to call out right at the start versus the 2nd Infantry. Obviously 2nd Infantry aren't usually going to be throwing out many helicopters. Potential to see a couple of Gazelles maybe. I do see that a jet immediately came out for Propaganda as well. Not sure what that is. We'll wait for it to come past the camera here. I assume anti-air. Yeah, it is a Phantom F3AA coming in there. Not sure what that's looking for. The MiG-21s are out of there. I'm not sure if that was bought in response to the MiG-21s or it was already purchased. Foxes pushing up here. What bumps into what here is the question. Do the Foxes bump into the BRM-1? Here go the Foxes. Potential for them to do a bit of damage, but the BRM-1 obviously has a cannon, and the T-55s are almost there. Surely the T-55s will clear up the Foxes pretty easily. One Fox there engaging the BRM-1. Oh, does a bit of damage. Not bad for the Fox there. BRM-1 missing all its shots. Foxes there pulling back. Mi-24D being called in for PrincessEvelyn. Yeah, the Foxes want to get the hell out of there. T-55 going for the other Fox. Gets the hit and the kill. As expected, T-55s making short work of the Fox there. Some more Milans with arm rifles coming in at the back for Propaganda there. And a Rover command going in for the bottom point. But currently it is a +2 to PrincessEvelyn. Both players get their commands into the center at the same time. So it will remain at a +2. But there's a nice early bonus in points. Where is this flame tank going? This thing is trundling in very, very close to this forest. Obviously, overall, it has the... These foxes are being split up. He's going to try for a side shot or a rear shot here. One fox engaging. The fox goes down, but damage is done to the T-55. T-55 side shot to death by the fox. Oh, what... That was brutal. First two shots from the SAS take out the chopper. Mi-24 goes straight down to the SAS. T-55 laying down some fire on the SAS now. Obviously, all the foxes went down, but good exchanging there for propaganda. One dead TO-55 and a dead Mi-24. T-72 coming in for PrincessEvelyn at the top here. That T-55 still posing a threat. Though, arm rifles and Warrior Milan's nearly here now. There's also another Javelin NML coming in. A little bit of pressure. Oh, Challenger engaging. Challenger Mark II takes a good shot at the T-55. Does a lot of damage. These units retreating. The Challenger's actually being pushed up here. Got to be careful with that. PrincessEvelyn already ahead in terms of points. Obviously, it's neutralized now that Rover command arrived at the other side of the map. You see it over in the corner there. T-72 arriving here. But there are 3 Warrior Milans there. And the Challenger Mark II. T-72 does not stand a chance against the Challenger. Oh! SAS off again, get a nice kill on the Mi-2. Warrior Milan's engaging. Oh, first kill on that T-55 for the Warrior Milan. Challenger Mark II engaging on T-72. Absolutely wrecked it. BRM-1 having to retreat. One of the Warriors took a lot of damage, but not bad at all. Good exchanging again for propaganda at this stage of the game. Gazelle rockets coming in here. Wanting to clear up these infantry. Where are the MiG-21s? I see them on the mini-map. Oh, this could be risky for the MiG-21s, though. They're going to be going straight into these SAS. SAS engage on the first one, it's down. The second one gets out of range. 2 Gazelles go down, but the MiG-21 still died. PrincessEvelyn bringing in units all across the map, not just focusing on one area. That's always important, not to forget the other sides of the map exist. Couple of 155mm cannons in here. A third one just arriving for propaganda. He's gone heavy on the artillery for so early in a game. We're only a few minutes in, really. 6 minutes. And already 3 pieces of arty. Plenty of supply coming in as well to rearm all of those SAS, which have been doing plenty this game so far. Mortars being used to good effect by PrincessEvelyn, both to smoke and also do damage. Warrior Milan's pushing up here. Propaganda going in for some more kills to try and clear up stuff. Doesn't seem to have much recon up here, so I'm not sure how much propaganda can actually see. It just kind of dawned on me there's no recon here at all anymore. Managing to do a bit of damage to the Pioneers. Lots of arm rifles pushing into this little strip of forest now. Going after those Mott-Schutzen. Reinforcements arriving over here, though. BMP-1s with more infantry. And the T-72 coming in the middle. Is that... Oh, artillery going in on the 120mm mortars. Good hit for the first shot. Does a lot of damage. And a T-72 coming in for this part of the map we're looking at the moment. BMP-1s have arrived. Oh. Oh no! The infantry didn't deploy and a Milan hit it. I think that was a side shot as well. The BMP-1 goes down with the infantry still inside. Arm rifles pushing in there. Taking a lot of fire from the BMP-1 and the SPW though. But they should win out against the Motschützen. Warrior Milan's got a nice kill against the SPW. Warrior Milan's doing some work this game. Loads of infantry arriving at the other side of the map now for Propaganda. We need to keep an eye on that. I'm assuming he's planning a push. Warrior Milan's taking a bit of damage now. But they've done a good job so far. That T-72M1 coming in. Now that is going to cause problems close range for those Warrior Milans. The Challenger Mark II is a little bit further back at the moment. See a couple of choppers on the minimap. Let me just spin around. BMP-1P. Missile. Does get the hit on the Milan. T-72 finishes it off. Mi-24P's coming in here. Challenger Mark II is pushed up, but the T-72 is reversed out of action. Gazelle's clearing up a bit. MiG-21 is in. Does it get taken out? No, manages to dodge this time. Challenger Mark II pushing up here. The Mi-24's going for the supply, and they get the kill. Surely they're now firing at the Challenger Mark II. Looks like it. Challenger Mark II is getting a little bit ahead of itself here. Stunned. Takes a hit to the front armor, and oh, the second one misses. Smoke goes down finally. Challenger needs to be careful here. Mi-24Ps can do a lot of damage if they get a good side hit. Although that... Oh! T-72 gets a nice hit on the Challenger. And another missile hits it. Su-22 comes in, but the T-72 gets the final blow on that tank. Su-22 goes down in the middle low to the SAS at the far side. Mi-24 goes down to the SAS. The next Mi-24 trying to engage on the infantry there. The scouts taking hits from the SAS. Surely that thing's going down. Down it goes. Propaganda clearing up here, but the loss of that command tank means that the center goes to PrincessEvelyn +3. Rocket attack coming in the center there. We do see that Propaganda was doing a bit of a push there. Moving up those arm rifles has cleared up some of the infantry. The MiG-21 does go down. I will note at this point that PrincessEvelyn is losing a lot of jets and helicopters. These aren't cheap units. Gazelle goes down there. Another rocket attack coming in at the other side. Phantom coming in. Phantom's going for the Su-22. MiG-21 rocket goes down. Lots of jet losses. They're not going to be cheap. PrincessEvelyn not exchanging great at the moment. Obviously killing the command tank was a big bonus. There's an attack going on at the other side of the map. Look at this charge by Propaganda. He's got a command there as well. Jägerführer coming in. Plenty defending here though for PrincessEvelyn. As I said, PrincessEvelyn wasn't skimping. They have plenty of units everywhere. Always so important to make sure you still have defenses. Propaganda doing good pushes across the map, but this is a tough one to push into. Taking a lot of damage to infantry here. Should still get the command into the point in this corner. But as for the rest of it, these infantry getting minced as they go in. Not looking great at the top of the map either. That T-72M1 doing some clearing up there. Lots of units going down at the top of the map now. Look at the blue units dying for the first 12 minutes of this game. Propaganda seemed to be clearing up, but suddenly it's completely turned around and it's just a wall of blue deaths. Obviously, attacking, you do tend to lose units, but attacks not going so well. Perhaps overextended a bit at the top. Down here has gone into the point, has managed to completely cap it, making it a +4 for Propaganda. But losing all of those infantry very, very quickly. Just getting melted. Another command is on the way in for PrincessEvelyn as well. And at the top of the map, it's just been a complete turnaround. Look at the pushback from PrincessEvelyn now. A Cub and a T-72M1 coming in for the center as well. Obviously, there's another Challenger Mark II in there. Challenger Mark II arriving at the bottom here as well. Appears to be driving straight into those Mott-Schutzen there. Takes a hit from them. Some warriors moving in with some armed rifles at the bottom of the screen here. Obviously, Propaganda taking up those points pretty quickly now. 11 minutes to a victory. But at the same time, it's been an expensive push. Both down here and obviously losing those units at the top as well. Kills to losses will be interesting at the end, and I'm curious if they're a bit closer than I initially expected. Hell Arms coming in here. Good choice. There's no anti-air down here for PrincessEvelyn. So these things will have free reign to engage until the inevitable MiGs come in to kill them. Yeah, Commander moves back in for a +2. Propaganda rapidly catching up now. Still trying to hit units with artillery at the top of the map here. And again, most infantry up there for Propaganda has gone down. He's had to pull everything right back. Propaganda pushing into this point a bit more aggressively now. T-72 goes down to all those Milans. And the Hell Arm, I should say. MiG-21 coming in for the chopper. Javelin opening fire. Tractor Rapier opening fire. Does it go down? I think it's out. It does get out on this occasion. It's being chased down by the Phantom. Phantom going for the kill. Why is the MiG-21 turning around? That should have exited. Down it goes. Phantom flies straight past the Cub, which appears to be out of ammo. Phantom does take a hit, though. I assume from the Igla. Phantom also needs to get out of that. Marker has gone down on the BTR-60, or in that general area. Propaganda now pushing up through this point. Only the BMP-1 and the BTR-60 command in the way, but reinforcements are arriving for PrincessEvelyn now. The defense for this point has not stopped yet, and at the same time, look at the top of the map there. PrincessEvelyn has made progress, though plenty of reinforcement arriving up there for Propaganda as well. Down here, good fire support from the tanks on the infantry in the buildings. Artillery coming in on the BTR-60 there. Oh, Su-25 came in, trying to get the Challenger in the middle, but went down to the AA. MiG-21 rocket coming in for the infantry at the top, but also just gets smashed. Still those SAS up there, of course. Good pushback here from PrincessEvelyn with these tanks. Lots of good fire support. We have two big battles going on at the top and the bottom of the map at the moment. Reinforcements, those Saxons with their mobiles arriving at the top now for Propaganda, just charging through. And some air mobile scouts pushing up in the center as well, looking for that command, I think. Down here's a bit of a mess, but that Hell Arm that remains alive, managing to lay down some serious fire on those tanks. Gets another hit on the T-72. MiG-21 came in for the kill there, and the MiG-21 goes down. Didn't get the kill on the Hell Arm. The command has gone down in the center. The air mobile scouts revealed it for the artillery. Map's looking quite blue now. Good push back at the top from Propaganda. He's managed to clear up quite a lot. Just that nasty T-72M1 that's killed a lot at the top there. Su-25 AT coming in for the Challenger. Gets a kill on the Challenger. Another Challenger lost there. An expensive tank. Quite a few Challengers being lost this game, to be honest. Command moves back into this point here. PrincessEvelyn is holding, but the +5 for Propaganda is quite tasty, obviously. Double the points now. Rov Milan gets the kill on the T-72 here. Artillery going on the Cub. But there's a surrender. Commiserations, PrincessEvelyn. Rough game. Propaganda ahead in kills. There were a lot of jet losses for PrincessEvelyn there. A lot of jet losses. Let's have a look. Nothing too stand out on the side of Propaganda in terms of getting a lot of kills. The Hell Arm did okay and the Challenger Mark II did okay. Over on the other side, T-72M1 did fantastic. Nothing else to stand out. Let's have a look at what got the kills. You see at the start it was all red losses. Handful of blue. There went the Challenger. And then all of a sudden there's this turnaround. These attacks from Propaganda, perhaps overextending in a few places. Just the wall of blue deaths just starts racking up. Another Challenger Mark II lost to the T-72 there. And then the final Challenger went to the Su-25 AT. But in the meantime, there were a lot of jet losses throughout that game for Evelyn, which won't have been cheap. Well played, though, guys. Let's hop into game number 2 and see if Evelyn can bring this back for a 1-1 draw to force it into a final third match. Welcome back to game number 2 with Propaganda and PrincessEvelyn. This time, Propaganda on the right in blue once more, but this time playing as the 39th Infantry. And over on the left, in red, we have PrincessEvelyn playing as the 27th. Which is basically the 39th Infantry, only slightly more expensive and with some fancier toys. So, this is as close to a mirror matchup as you're going to get to some extent. Let's have a look how this plays out. So, Propaganda. Razvedka Sapri heading up to the far side of Charlie. We've seen a couple of people do that recently. We've got Grenzers heading over this way and Razvedka spread out all over the place. Good coverage of recon. Nothing going here though. We'll keep an eye on that. Down here we have some Conkers which are heading up to the front of Bravo. And then we have a mixture of stuff. We have some BMP-3s and Motostrelki. We've got Strellas and we've got a TLA BVK. Command tank, obviously, and the command tank looks to be heading to Delta and then up to Bravo, and everything else is getting pretty much spread out. Let's spin round. Mi-8T with Spets Razvedka heading up to there. Surprised they're not going even further forward, considering they're a helicopter and can drop off potentially all the way up here safely. We got some Mot Razvedka dropping off back here. We've got some Razvedka Sapri dropping off in Alpha. At the back here, we've got a Command BTR. We've got a BMP-2AG Motostrelki squad with Metis ×2 and a supply. And they're all heading up towards Foxtrot. We have some Razvedka Sapri heading into Alpha as well. We have a mixture of, again, BMP-2AGs with Metis squads, Conkers, Sapri RPO, and a supply. Most going up here. Something is going up here, though, as well. I do note that this is all blue. Rather than a deploy or unload at point command, this is all fast move commands with an unload at the end. Rather than fast move deploy. It is a different command. Over at this side, we've got Igla's 12.7mm machine gun. We've got some Motostrelki in Gaz also pushing up. Most of it going into Alpha, and the rest of it being defensive around Charlie, but no attempt to get Charlie technically for either player, other than the fact that this Radvedka Sapri will be able to see the entirety of Charlie. Let's get this show on the road. Again, neither player with any early attack helicopters, so we're not seeing any sort of aggressive / defensive maneuvering from Mi-24s in this game, which I'm actually surprised by. I'm surprised one of these players didn't bring out an Mi-24 at the start. It's pretty standard if you're playing one of these divisions, so a little bit unusual. MiG-23s at the back there, coming in for propaganda. Bought 2 at the start, perhaps expecting those Mi-24s I was talking about. PrincessEvelyn already on a +2. Now this is Black Forest Duel. Points mean prizes, and points are hard to get on this map as the game goes on, if you can manage to lock stuff down. Do see some more Motostrelki coming in over at the far side there. I think there's going to be a lot of defensive positioning for both of these players at the start. Early combat will definitely be around Foxtrot, which is this point down here. Not sure what those MiG-23s are up to. Very slow command tank for propaganda has finally neutralized the points. In the meantime, PrincessEvelyn is about to cap the second point. MiG-23s pretty safe back there. There's not really any AA down. You know, it has just dawned on me, there's very little AA again at the side of PrincessEvelyn. We've just got a couple of Iglas in this area of the map, in that city. There's one being called in at this side now. That could be exploited by propaganda. A little bit of early skirmishing here. Perhaps we'll see PrincessEvelyn make an attempt on Bravo itself. The MP3 is pushing up towards Foxtrot. PrincessEvelyn at a +1. Will be at a +2 in a moment after capping Alpha, the city area or the town area. BMP-2AG engaging here. The Metis engaging. BMP-2 Razvedka also engaging. BMPs have to smoke. They need to deploy their infantry. Well, there could be a nasty mishap there. Conker's M firing as well. There we go. They did deploy their infantry now. One BMP-3 goes down. Over at this side, some Grenzers arriving for this point by the looks of it. That'll be a free cap for propaganda as it stands. Currently +2 to PrincessEvelyn. Down to a +1 now that Bravo is being capped. Motostrelki pushing in here. BMP-2AG will do a bit of damage to them. Obviously it also has the grenade launcher. Jet coming in here. Su-25 rocket coming in. Don't often see the Su-25 rocket these days. It used to be called in a lot in the early days of early access. Did a very nice job against that building, though. Manages to also kill the Conker's M. And now evacuing. The infantry that were pushed into that point by propaganda. Annihilated, though. Tor finally on the way in. Likely called in response to that attack. It was quite nasty. It got a lot of kills. BMP-2AG went down to the Conkers, I believe. Skirmishing there between the Grenzers and the Motorstrelki. Obviously, the Motorstrelki on the side of PrincessEvelyn have some very nasty RPGs. Very effective against tanks at close range. Mi-24K coming in for propaganda. First Mi-24 of the game. As I say, I kind of expected to see some at the start. It didn't happen though. Nona there engaging on the T-62. Sapri Commander being moved up to Charlie now. Still +1 to PrincessEvelyn. Nice advantage in points at 234. I'm not seeing a few losses, unfortunately, for PrincessEvelyn, though. Going to Motorstrelki, Metis squads. BMP-2 goes down. BMP-3 goes down. And another 2 BMP-2 AGs. BMP's getting blown up left, right, and centre for both players here. Does look like Propaganda's managing to clear up a bit of this side. MiG-23's coming in, I assume, to provide cover to the Mi-24K. Oh, they're doing dive runs on the Mi-24V rocket. Oh, wow, I missed that completely. Mi-24V had been brought in by PrincessEvelyn very quickly. Dealt with by the MiG-23s. Tor trying to get some shots off, but doesn't manage to get a kill. MiG-23's evacing. Still +1 to PrincessEvelyn, and as I say, points are hard to get on this map. A little bit of skirmishing down here between the Spetsnazvedka and the Grenzer. Spetsnazvedka already not looking so healthy though. T-80BV arriving. Firing in on those infantry as well. Sapri Commander arriving to neutralize. PrincessEvelyn looking a little bit thin on the ground in this area now. This T-80PV could cause issues, though it is veering off suddenly to go towards the centre. I thought it would be coming perhaps closer to Foxtrot. T-80PV called in for PrincessEvelyn now as well. Su-17 coming in, going for the T-80PV. Does not get the kill, does manage to stun though. Taking fire. Oh, down it goes. It flies over the air defense net there. The Strellas. There's quite a force stuck in here, but I don't think there's a lot of movable forces in there. You've got a machine gunner, which aren't great squads. Just the little machine gun squad with, on the machine gun team. Got a Motorstrelki Medicine, a Sapri. The Conquer's M can't really move. The Igla can't really move. It's not really a pushing force. T-80BV has to retreat at this side for propaganda. The Conquer's M pushing up here, but being engaged by the Conquers. I don't know if that was the Conquer. No, the Conquers are out of missiles, I think. I think that was actually the BMP-3 that got the kill on the Conquer's M vehicle. A nice kill as it was pushing up anyway. Mortars engaging from PrincessEvelyn's side. More Conquer's M coming in. Quite a few Conquer's M vehicles coming in at this stage. Those things aren't cheap, I don't think. Let's have a quick double check. Yeah, 90 points apiece. Obviously do have a bonus against the T-80BVs. Mi-24 moving over here to try and engage the BMPs, but taking fire itself. Obviously the BMPs dish out a lot of damage to helicopters now with their autocannons. But the Mi-24V looks to be winning. There is an Igla in the area as well. but obviously doesn't have eyes on at the moment. Now it does. Fires, gets a good hit. MI-24 stunned. Spinning out of control. Can it get out of that? It's certainly going to try. Oh no, it's stopped. Oh, it's landed. Good choice getting repaired and rearmed. Propaganda making a push over here. Looks like PrincessEvelyn is thinking about making some kind of push there as well by putting smoke down. T-80BV firing in on the Motorazvedka here. BMP-2 is coming in for Propaganda. Bonkers M pushing up, looking for kills on that T-80, I imagine. There's also the T-80BV moving in for PrincessEvelyn there. Su-25 rocket on the way back in for Propaganda. Looks like it's going for units at this side this time. There isn't actually any air defense over here. There's the Tor in the center. Bit of micromanagement. You might be able to get in, do some killing with that, and then pull that round this way. Nice kill. Igla goes down as well. Oh, going over towards the Tor. Tor doesn't quite get it in range, though. Oh, it does. It's fired. Misses. Su-25 rocket coming back for another pass. What is it going for? Nothing. It's getting shot at, though. Tor misses. Is this going to be a push from Propaganda, or is he just going to stop everything there? It looks like they're all stopping. Yeah, he's deployed the infantry. I thought he was thinking about doing a push on Alpha there. Never an easy task pushing into Alpha. Everything very neutralized at the minute. PrincessEvelyn still without advantage in points. Technically, PrincessEvelyn could just hold. They don't need to be really aggressive here. T-80BV getting some good hits on the BVK there, but the BVK and the Conkers should win this. Smoke goes down. Laser Guided Bomber coming in. What is it going for? It's going for the Tor. The Tor goes down. Laser Guided Bomber will take fire from the Iglas, but should get out intact. Nice kill on the Tor. Does take a bit of damage as it leaves the map. Another Tor called in, but there's a brief time now where jets could be used by Propaganda to clear up. T-80BVK goes down to the Conkers M. T-80BVs were destroyed on both sides as well. Bit stalemated right now. PrincessEvelyn do a good job at defending. Propaganda doing a good job at pushing, but not making much progress. It's actually been pushed back a bit over here as well. The Grenzer's running away, but still in control of that point. For now, at least. There's a Tor and a Strela 10M3 on the way for PrincessEvelyn. Those Strelas are very, very good. I mean, the standard Strelas I think are pretty good. The Strela 10M, but the M3 is very nasty. Much more accurate. BMP3's arriving down here to push this point. They will have to be careful of the Conkers M, though. Motostrelki have made it into the point with the Razvedka Sapri. BMP3's engaging, or trying to there. Strela's taking fire from the artillery. They do have to back off, but they should be okay. And the push is happening. Oh, wow. Propaganda is charging into Alpha. If he can overcome the Sapri RPO and the Motostrelki Metis, he's got this point. HE Bomber coming in for that building there, but the machine gun squads are not great and they die very fast, so that wasn't going to be too much of an issue. It's more about the infantry at the front there. I think Propaganda is going to take that point. Certainly going to be in the point. Not sure there's a command there to take it over, though, and that's one thing that appears to be missing for Propaganda at the moment. All the jets are coming in. MiG-23's coming in. I think to take fire from any AA. SU-25 rocket in as well. MiG-29 coming in, looking for some kills. Going for the SU-25, gets a good hit. Does it get a second? It does. And the SU-25 goes down. MiG-29 takes damage, but is still intact. Not sure what the MiG-23s are going for in all of this. I think they went for... Oh, there's an Mi-24V AT gone down. I assume they went for that. They're now going for the MiG-29. MiG-29 didn't evac. MiG-29 goes down. MiG-23 goes down. The other MiG-23 trying to evac now, but also goes down. Just an absolute cluster biff for all of those aircraft there. So many died. And Propaganda's push has failed. He's having to retreat. However, the push on Foxtrot was a lot more successful. Infantry pushing through here. Does appear to have control of this point for the most part. Units still pushing up. Still needs a command, though. Another T-80BV is in Bravo that can push across to assist here. Two T-80BVs in position for PrincessEvelyn to try and push back into this point. Where are the commands? BTR-60 command coming in for Propaganda. T-80BV getting some good hits on the Motostrelki there. Another MiG-23 goes down. There's a guy bomber coming in for that tank, though. Takes a nasty hit. Does it take a second? No. It takes one nasty hit from the Strela. The tank is out of the way, though, but well defended by PrincessEvelyn in the grand scheme of things. I honestly thought the front of Alpha was collapsing. Propaganda did have to retreat. Not looking so good down here, though. T-80BV badly damaged by the infantry. And that command will take this point, which will switch the game to a +1 to Propaganda. 22 minutes left of the game. Good use of artillery and mortar fire by PrincessEvelyn, sorry, this game. Propaganda does have a couple of mortars in as well, but not seeing any artillery this time. This point switches hands completely for a +2 for Propaganda. There's no counter command in there. And due to losing the entire area now, and the T-80BV being destroyed, will not be able to counter that to drop it to a +1. 24 minutes to the victory. Propaganda will take over in points long before then. Propaganda still managing to reinforce that point over there. Charlie, the lumber mill as well. Mi-24K going on an adventure over there. I think just looking to see what's around that area, but perhaps going artillery hunting, I'm not sure. And Mi-24V AA coming around this way as well. My24K coming in for PrincessEvelyn. Not a lot of AA down at the moment for Propaganda either, in the grand scheme of things. But that AA chopper will deal with the Mi-24K, I would expect. The MP3s moving down towards Alpha, deploying there right next to the Motorstrelki, which are already pretty much dead. They had 1 pip of health left. MiG-29 coming in for the Mi-24K. Lots of damage done, doesn't get a kill. Osa will engage on it though. Osa misses. And misses again, but the Mi-24K goes down. Plenty of reinforcements coming in for PrincessEvelyn now. Once again, Propaganda, I think, looking to do a push on Alpha. Going at it from a different angle this time. Osa arrives over here to provide air defense at this side of the map, and another T-80BV. That's 3 T-80BVs there. That's quite a strong defensive and pushing force if necessary. And my 24K pushing in is about to go into the Osa. Backed off. Oh, it's coming back in. And my 24K is not going to fare well here. There's also the Mi-24V anti-air chopper, though that's not been moved up yet. Over here, Propaganda's infantry have made it into the point. Along with BMP3s. Also some more Motorstrelki being brought in. Mortars going in on top of the Motorstrelki Metis. BMP3 and T-80 trying to engage the enemy T-80 here. Mi-24AA going for the Mi-24K. Gets a few nice hits, but doesn't hit all its missiles. T-80BV from PrincessEvelyn managing to survive here. Lots of ATGMs going at it. Mi-24VAA and the K engaging on each other with their cannons. Progress by Propaganda in Alpha. Potential to get a command in there. BMP-2AG's engaging on them now. I'd say potential to get a command in that corner, but MiG-29 takes some damage there. The Mi-24 does go down though. Some kind of jet coming in. MiG-27K, laser guided bomber coming in. What's it going for this time? I think it's going for the T-80BV in the middle there. It's already almost dead. A little bit of skirmishing here, but I'm pretty sure that Propaganda will win that fight. RPG-27's pretty scary though. Laser guided bomber still on the map, is evacing now. PrincessEvelyn moving over to defend that corner, but reinforcements arriving for Propaganda as well, including more infantry coming in here at the moment. Propaganda with a nice lead now, 15 minutes, 50 odd seconds left. Nice defensive wall set up across here to hold back any tanks and things that come this way, and there are a few tanks in now. Although at some point, and I think I missed it, does look like Propaganda lost one of the T-80BVs. Propaganda though nicely in control of this corner now. No infantry left for PrincessEvelyn. It's not looking good over here. It's not looking great here either for PrincessEvelyn. I think they've just lost too much map control at this point. MI24V Rocket coming in to assist in Alpha, but there's still a Tor at the other side of that point. And there's a surrender. Commiserations, PrincessEvelyn. Well done to Propaganda, who goes through to the semi-finals. Well played to both of you. Not a massive difference in kills to losses there, guys. Bit ahead for Propaganda, but realistically, not a huge difference. SU-25 did well. BMP3 was doing okay. BMP3 did well down there as well. At the other side, Motostrelki were doing a good job. Nothing else to stand out, though. But throughout the game, early on, quite a lot of red losses, and then it kind of switched to blue, and then red, and then blue. Kind of mixed throughout, to be honest. And even towards the end, perhaps slightly more red, but it was close in terms of kills and losses realistically. Obviously, Propaganda just pulled a bit ahead, but well played, guys. Congratulations again to Propaganda, and commiserations to PrincessEvelyn. Good luck in the next stage, Propaganda, and we'll see you there.